Yeah, Teletubbies the last episode. I remember my parents telling me once, "Son, you shouldn't watch the Teletubbies. They're clearly for retarded children." It had nothing to do with the show being somewhat creepy, he just kind of said that because, like, he watched the show and he was like, the sun is a baby. There are people dressed up as fat colored goblin things with TVs and antennas who obey every command that an erect speaker tells them. Yeah, this is pretty stupid. But I guess he said that to me because he saw the lost episode and thought, yup, they have outdone themselves in the stupidity department. I sure hope my son grows up to review this piece of shit. And here I am. You proud of me, Dad? So yeah, this pasta isn't smart, let's go. So he tells us the show is kind of disturbing because our knowledge of the land shall be great, and everybody was all over the lion and bear episode. I don't know why you people are so afraid of cardboard animals with googly eyes, but whatever. But then this guy, found the lost episode of the Shitpickers. He put the shit biscuit in his DVD and watched it, so that entire DVD had only, one episode in it, which is what companies are working towards anyways, so why not? So the BBC logo didn't play in the beginning. Well, that's just disrespectful. That's like if I didn't put the intro of my network on the beginning of every one of my... Oh. So everything was normal until the speaker came up and said, life is not about anything. It is the consequence. Oh good, you've been reading Nietzsche too. Anyway, after the speaker was done being emo, it skipped to Tinky Winky sitting at a table. He was sad and depressed and he was crying. Simply saying he was crying would have given us the clue that he's sad. You don't have to point that shit out. So of course it was real crying, which is becoming cliche real quick. So quickly that by the time I finished this sentence, it officially became an overused cliche. Yeah, there it goes. Also, what the hell is cartoon crying? Teletubbies is live action. Freakish live action. Why would there be cartoon crying in a... Fuck it. Okay, so then it right away cuts to a playground because nobody cares about Tinky Winky's feelings and it was CGI. And apparently it was wireframe, which is bullshit because, well, the picture of this playground isn't. But then a sickening scene appeared, says the pasta. There were children committing seppuku? Such irresponsible parents. Giving these children katanas. But no, seriously, where do these kids get sharp objects? Were they in Teletubby Land, or was this one of those TV sequences of real-life kids? I'm just gonna assume it's the second one, because there was realistic blood and organs everywhere. Of course, the kids committed seppuku. Why would it not be realistic? Do you want it to be like Bad Rats? Then the speaker came up again and said, life is meaningless. The truth is that you are all going to die a horrifying death. No one understands it. Well, you're not exactly immortal yourself, you nihilistic fuckstick. Now, you're not gonna believe this, but I told you, yeah, the pasta says the Teletubby Land was nuked. I'm not even shitting you. That speaker has the powers of an American president. Then they hanged themselves, because of course. So the son cried. Well, that is useless. You look at the pictures, and, sure, they're hanged, but the place does not look nuked at all, and the son isn't crying. In fact, it looks like it's shot. How does one shoot the sun? Well, okay, you can shoot the sun all day, but why is it bleeding? Well, then the shit ends, and it turns out this episode was made by a guy who was depressed and committed seppuku. Apparently, some sent this to BBC, and they just didn't even check that shit. They said, fuck it, send it. They got even more complaints. The pasta said it got 237 complaints, so... they counted. Also, this is very few people watching Teletubbies. I think the rest of them just thought it was a normal episode. Then a guy broke the DVD, then a guy dressed as a bloody Teletubby, never made clear which one, and it was Ted Goldman, the person who worked on Pingu's Punishment. Good? And it just ends there. Okay, how did he not get arrested on his way to the house? I mean, he's kind of dressed up as a bloody Teletubby. You'd think that raised suspicion? Well, that was... that. I've seen some shit, and I've read this, and it's a perfect match. I think CSI would confirm. If the pasta isn't gonna put a real ending, neither am I. Fuck you.